Patriots and the Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. With Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. What a great opening week to the NFL season it has been so far. Brock, tonight's contest officially closing out week one. You know these teams are happy to have the big spotlight to begin their seasons.
Yeah, a bit of added energy and juice in the building. Added challenge at the same time, too, Kate. They are amped up. Okay, they've watched everybody else get a chance to play, and now all eyes are on them. Bring some added pressure, no question. And we'll get to see which team can rise to the occasion.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Alert! Alert!
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
This is Walker on second. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 1-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. On target to his man, Dillon. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down. A give up the gut to Walker. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here he is on third and long. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Walker runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Little checks on the extra point. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Williams from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's got it near the 8. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help restart.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Cowboys and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys first down.
Let's go. Flag.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So we're down to 3 quarters. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on third down. That's caught for the first. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's White on the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Eagles are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, set, go.
They're going play action. He locates Adonai Mitchell. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pass play on 1st and 10. Lays out left side and gets it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right back to Pacheco. And he cuts it back right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Cowboys in possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Battle with the INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Take up.
They go play action here. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down.
Let's go now.
Play action on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, set. Striking 18.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Everybody rushing back to the line. He'll throw it yet again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Connection made to Judy. Hit some space around midfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. First down, Williams. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll go down here at the 16. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. From the 16. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to first and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it an 18-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing it to start this drive. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. No connection on the last play. And now it's third down. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up fourth and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've hit half. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Pass play now. Warren's got it, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Let's go.
Garindo running between the tackles. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up now. Garindo. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's Garindo again. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Williams on the play action. Buying some time right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
It's caught. Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This is complete to Neighbors. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
He'll go right back to Garindo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a give to Garindo. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the... Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the 21. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
That's good for an Eagles.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Let's go.
Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. On the carry, it's Garindo. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Williams to throw on 1st. He's on the move. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And he's forward only to around the 3. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing from near his own goal line. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Starts from the 44. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready?
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone.
Ready? Break.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready?
This is Gorindo. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Here we go. Set.
1st down throw by Williams. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Williams has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Let's go. Smash.
He'll throw it yet again. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will trail by 25.
Cowboys 17.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles looking like they'll start this season with a win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw it again. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. 1st down, Williams. Finding Judy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Williams from the gun. On the move, past the 40. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now here's Williams. He's got it near the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it an 18-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And this isn't just anyone in O-Star for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.